Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum, girls. Today we have to start our next chapter, chapter number 5, and our chapter name is Matter and their physical properties. In this chapter we will read about the matter, that what is a matter, definition, and some physical properties of the matter. All of you open the book, page number 54. I will explain you first of all about the difference of matter and non-matter. Then I will tell you some physical properties of the matter. So first of all, I will tell you about the definition of a matter. Matter is anything which has mass and occupies space. Like we can take the example of a matter: rocks, wood, the table, chair, our pen, pencil. All things that has mass and occupies the space are the matter. While next one, non-matter, that is the opposite of the matter. Non-matter has no mass and does not occupy space. So in the matter there are two things. First one, it should have the mass, and next one, it should occupy space. While the non-matter has no mass and doesn't occupy space. I will give you some examples of the matter, like rocks, wood, metals, air, and water, that are non-living things, but all these non-living things are the matter. While other examples of the living things are trees, human beings, insects, etc., are all the living things. That's mean all the living things that can grow and move are the example of the matter, while the some non-living things like the rocks, wood, metals, air, and water are also the example of a matter. Next one, I will give you some examples of a non-matter. Non-matter that has no mass and doesn't occupy space. You can hear my sound, but it has no mass, so my sound is the example of a non-matter. And the light is also an example of a non-matter, and also the electricity that flows in the cables is the example of non-matter. So this was our first topic about the matter, in which we have read about the difference between matter and non-matter, and there are some examples. Now our next topic, that is in this chapter, is about the physical properties of the matter. First of all, we should know what are the physical properties. Physical properties are the properties that are visible and measurable, like the color, size, shape. You can see the color of different objects, like this pen has a black color. You can tell the size of an object and the shape of an object. These are the properties of the matter that are clearly visible, while the other properties that are not clearly visible, but they are, I will tell you about them one by one. And the number one other property of the matter is elasticity. You have seen many objects that are elastic. First of all, the definition of elasticity. The elasticity of a material is its ability to return to its original position, means shape and size, after being bent, stretched, or compressed. It means when we bend an object, after some time, when we push the force, when we remove the force, then the object will go back to its original position. Like the rubber band, when we use a rubber band, we stretch them, they change their shape, but when we remove the force, they come back to their original position. Second one example are the balloons. When you fill the air in the balloon, their shape change and they stretch, but when you remove the air from the balloon, they come back to their original position. Also, the springs are the example of elasticity. They all are the elastic materials. Next one, second one property, that is the physical property of the matter, is the strength. First one was the elasticity. Second one property of matter is the strength. Strength of a material is its ability to support a heavy load without breaking or tearing. Means the object that can support the heavy load without breaking, have the strength. You can give the example like the steel. Steel support many objects and many heavy load without breaking and tearing. Second one example, the roads that are made up of concrete or the poles. You have seen the bridges that are made up of the concrete and the buildings that are made of concrete. They support a very heavy load without breaking. So the steel and concrete are some examples of strength. Steel is actually made up of iron and carbon. Iron is a metal while the carbon, when we mix iron and the carbon with each other, they form a steel. Steel is not a pure form of metal because it is a mixture of iron and carbon. Most pure metals are weak. Like if we compare the iron with the steel, iron is weak while the steel is more strength. So next one, our third property. Third property is the hardness. First of all, I will tell you the definition of hardness. Hardness of a material is its ability to withstand scratches and wear. Like the diamond, when you scratch some objects, we cannot see any scratch on them. Like if you have a scratch on the mud, you will see a fine line on it. While if you scratch on the marble, you cannot see the scratch on the marble. So it's mean in the comparison of a mud and a marble has more hardness, while the most hard material is the diamond. Diamond, that is a form of carbon. So these were our three topics. Next one, we can measure the hardness by a scale that is called Mohs scale. This is the Mohs scale. Mohs was a German mineralogist who grouped the 10 minerals on the base of the hardness, and as they increase, their hardness also increases. As they increase in the number, their hardness also increase. The first one is the talc powder, that has a hardness of 1. Next one is the gypsum, that is a hardness of 2. Calcite has a hardness of 3. While the most hardest material, that is a diamond, it has the hardness of 10. And our fingernail, that has a hardness of 2.5. So you have to read the chapter from page number 54 to 57 and do the reading of the chapter. Okay girls, Allah Hafiz.